Hi, I'm Dan and I'm here to talk to you about the 6 things that you need to consider when buying your tape. The first thing we're going to talk to you about is material type. There are a few different types. There's polyester, PVC, paper and polypropylene. But the ones we're going to concentrate on the most are the 2 most common, paper and polypropylene. First up is polypropylene. It's the most competitively priced, strong and durable. Usually supplied with 30% recycled content to tick those sustainability needs. It's also the most common tape you'll come across in the marketplace. It's fit for purpose for most general applications and can be applied by the hand or a machine. Next up is paper. It's our most sustainable and environmentally friendly option. It's 100% recyclable and 100% biodegradable. So that means when recycled, you can leave it on the box. So to summarise, if you're looking for the competitively priced tape for general use, you should go for our polyprop. But if you're looking to tick the eco-friendly box and be more sustainable, you should consider paper. The second thing you need to consider is the adhesive. There are 4 main types of adhesive: acrylic, hot melt, solvent, and water activated, also known as starch or gummed paper tape. First up, acrylic. It can be used in cold environments and can be used outside for longer periods of time. It has a really good initial grab, so you need less pressure to apply. The downside of acrylic is that it cannot be used in humid environments. Next up, hot melt. It has quick bonding, but is not ideal in extreme temperatures. Thirdly, we have solvent, the low noise option with the strongest bond. This means it's great for cold and humid environments, so it's great for extreme weather conditions. That means that it's also great for your import-export needs where your goods are going through differing temperatures. However, if solvent tape is left outside in the sunlight for too long, it can start to peel away. Finally, we have our eco-friendly water-activated tape. This is only available on paper, but it does provide your strongest bond, which means it has great properties as a tamper-evident tape. However, the downside to water-active tape is you must use it with a special dispenser that applies water to it. But more on dispensers later. So to summarise the adhesives, if you're looking for a tape to withstand extreme temperatures, whether it's hot or cold, you need to go for solvent. If you're looking for a tape with a long-lasting bond that can withstand direct sunlight or may be stored outside, you need to go for acrylic. If you're looking for that eco-friendly option, with an extremely good bond, you need to look at water activated. Next up is a tape size. You need to consider the width and the length you need. For the width, you generally get 3 sizes: a 1 inch, a 2 inch, and a 3 inch. The 1 inch is generally great for non-box sealing applications because it's light duty and the most cost effective. Your 2 inch is your most common. This is generally used in most applications and most box sealing applications. But if you have something a little heavier duty, maybe heavier box, or needs to go through exporting, you might go for a 3 inch option. For tape, there are 2 main options. The most common, a 66 metre tape, which comes on a 3 inch core, or the 150 metre tape, which comes on a 2 inch core. The great thing about the 150 metre is it means less changes on the tape gun. However, if you haven't used it before, you may need to purchase a new dispenser. If you're looking for a more eco-friendly option in the paper tapes, you've got the craft paper tape with a 76mm core and 50 meters on a roll, or you've got the semi-crep paper tape on a 48mm core with 100 meters on. And finally on length, for those high volume applications, we have machine tapes. These can have roll lengths of up to 1,000 meters or more. However, they need to be used on a machine or carton sealer. In summary, when it comes to the width, you need to look at the application and how you're using the tape and how strong you need it to be. And when it comes to the length, you need to look at the equipment and think about how many times you want to be changing a roll. The 4th thing you need to consider is whether you need reinforced tape or not. We have a plastic PP and a paper option. The PP polyprop is a cross weave, and we've actually got 2 paper options. We've got a self-adhesive option and a water-activated option. If you need peace of mind to make sure that your packages get to the destination safely, we'd recommend the use of a reinforced tape. The 5th thing to consider is whether you need your tape to be printed. There's a couple of reasons why you may print. for identification purposes, where you might want to identify your box as fragile, or for a hard-hitting brand presence, where you may want your company logo or company information printed onto the tape. You can print in both paper and polyprop, so whatever your needs, printing is available. The sixth and final thing to consider is the dispenser. Not only what do you have available to you, but what do you need for the tape that you've chosen to buy. The first dispenser you will consider is a standard 76mm core dispenser. Seen generally in most warehouses and is great for the 50m paper or the 60m polyprop tapes. The next dispensers we have available are those available for the 100m paper tape and the 150 polyprop tape on the 48mm cores. We have two types, a standard and the wrist ease. The wrist ease is ergonomically designed to reduce repetitive strain syndrome. Next, you have the water activated machines. You've got the handheld grip taper and you've got the desktop grip turbo machine, ideal for the water activated tapes. And finally, for those high volume needs with the 1000m plus tape, you'll have case tapers. So to summarise today's video, the 6 things that you need to consider when purchasing your packaging tape is the material, the adhesive, the size, the width and the length, whether you need it reinforced or not, whether you need printing, and the dispenser that you need for the application, all of which are available through Allpack.